I'm Maxine Scheidler.
And I'm Jan Horner.
We haven't seen each other for a long time.
A long time.
But we love to reminisce. And we go back to the days that I was on staff at Trinity Baptist Church as an early childhood director, and we needed a way to bring young moms in for a Bible study or just for fellowship. Because in those days, which was how many years ago? We started in 73.
Oh my word. How long is that?
Yeah.
46 years?
Something like that.
45. Okay.
Yes. In those years, young moms were sitting home alone, taking care of the kids. They weren't all out in the marketplace. And so we said, we need some. So I made a phone call to this lovely lady, and she can take it from there.
And I won't ever forget that. Even thinking about it again, I think I will never forget the phone call from Maxine Scheidler. This woman is something. She was in the church, had all this input about what she wanted, what the church wanted, what God wanted regarding children. And she thought, how can we get more people coming? And particularly like people that maybe don't always come to church. So when she called me, I had just moved into Fenton Street, my first home, along with everybody else that were the neighbors, oh my God. And we were all just our first home. And we all had young children. And when Maxine, excuse me, said, I would love to have this where we could bring new families in, and you could bring your neighbors. And I go, oh, neighbors? And I thought, do I like that? Because I want my neighbors to come. And I had no idea about some of my neighbors, what their background was spiritually. They even thought about anything spiritual. And yet, MOPS.
And thus was born the Fenton Street Gang.
I know it. The Fenton Street Gang.
As I look back and marvel at what it has become, I never cease to thank the Lord that He allowed me to plant a little seed.
Truly.
And make a phone call. And bring together a few women who could decide together what they wanted to do to bring women who were isolated in their homes, thinking that their problem was the only person that had that problem. The basic needs of people has not changed in 45 years. The needs of moms has not changed. They still need to be reassured that they're doing a good job. They need to be reassured that they're not out there on a limb all by themselves. And they need fellowship. We need
the
friendships. Joanne, is your name Jan?
Yeah, right.
Hi, Jan. You were the one that brought the concept of friendship evangelism into this, which I had not been familiar with before you brought that in as a concept, because it was a part of what you were doing.
Yeah, for sure.
With Campus Crusade, yes.
Well, and because you want to be able to share what you believe with people. And MOPS opened up doors like that, where I ended up having a women's Bible study in our neighborhood, and many of the women began to understand, this personal part of God is real. I think as part of MOPS, you begin to understand, the spiritual part of who can change your life, and that you can be this mom that you never thought you could, because that's what He does in our lives. He makes us better than what He was, what He wants us to be.
And He also, in the times when we feel like we're not better, that we feel like we failed, there's this thing called forgiveness, and there's this thing called encouragement that says, you can do this. This isn't the end. We're going to go. We take it. There's another day, and He's there, and He's there with you.